I might going to actually play a couple of balls because that way you hopefully see if everything's working just fine. So yeah, it's difficult to do this on my own. It's not that easy because I have to do all the camera stuff. I have to play, I have to do commentary, but now it's working great. So thanks for letting me know. Yeah, the reason why we're doing this live stream is obviously because I'm having this new table. I'm having the new setup with the top-down view. I'm having the shot clock that I've coded that you already saw in the latest live stream together with KevDog, with my camera operator, who's switching all the cameras while I'm explaining, while I'm doing lessons, while I'm answering questions from the chat, and even from the studio hotline, which is amazing. We actually have a studio hotline where you can actually call and be live in the studio, so this is really, really nice. And yeah, we've been working really a lot to make this whole setup work right now as it is right now. So we have this nice table light. I'm going to show you the top-down view right now. So as you can see, for that I have to go here, and I have this really, really nice pad on my computer where I have 4 different cameras that you're used to seeing from my YouTube videos. And let's give this top-down view just a try. I hope the quality is nice. I'm still figuring out if it's actually the right position, but I really like it so far. And this table just plays beautifully. I will do, by the way, I did a whole video on this table setup that is 4 hours long. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this as a whole video or if I just make a time lapse. But many, many people are interested in this setup and were already asking if I have a video of the setup. And yeah, the table plays still so nice. The cloth is so slippery, the cloth is so fast. Still, you can see some balls are dropping that aren't supposed to drop. It's actually pretty tight. The pockets are a bit tighter than on my old table. So whenever the cloth is not new and slidey anymore, this is going to be real trouble. But I mean, it's perfect for practicing. I like to practice on tight tables, but doing YouTube lessons on tight tables is not ideal. Ah, that bank shot was close. But yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna get used to it. But I'm still so hyped with this. I have been waiting for this table, by the way, for I think 3 years now. This was supposed to be my very first table that I'm getting, the Gabriel's Griffon. But it just took so long to finally make this product or this table ready for the market. They had to change a couple of things. I mean, it's pretty expensive. It's like 9,000, over 9,000 euros. So of course it has to be of high quality. That's, yeah, it's a bit difficult with no one here who's actually going to switch to a different view. So we have that view, we have that view, and of course we have that one. So yeah, very professional. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to read a bit through the chat. That's also not that easy. Hey, we have my buddy little Chris here. Nice to see you again. Last time we saw each other was it at the Moscone Cup in London, right? Or was it in Vegas? I can't remember 100%. Yeah, I put really a lot of time and work into this whole studio. I remember when I began doing those YouTube videos, I was just using one smartphone. I had to go to the local pool hall and record there. Then I had to drive home a couple of miles, do the voiceover whenever I had something I needed to add to the video, another video. I had to go back to the pool hall, record once again. So this was really, really horrible. And now with this really nice studio setup, we have a really, really great way to do video productions, doing live streams, doing live matches, and so on. Yeah, it was in London. Right, yeah, this year in London, right? And we still have a match open. So maybe we're going to do this next time. I'm not too sure if the Moscone Cup is this year in Florida, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to be there, but I'm definitely going to be at the Derby City again. So, yeah, will the top view be straightened? The problem is it not straight? Let me check that. Yeah, it's a bit bent, but this is not possible. I mean, I have another camera lens already here. that came today. I'm going to test this, but this is basically how the top-down view will probably stay. And yeah, but is the top-down view okay? So I know with the smartphone that I used, it was perfectly straight, but whenever a ball was on the side, so if I had balls not close to the center, but close to here, it was like a real egg that we had, so you couldn't watch it. But I think the top-down view should hopefully be good enough. The lines are bending a bit, yeah, but it's hard to fix that. And yeah, I can see it right now if I'm making it a bit bigger. Yeah, but I hope it's good enough. So yeah, a couple of questions that I'm going to answer. What's my Fargo? What is my Fargo? That's a good question. I think it should be around 670 or something like that. So this is my Fargo rating. The interesting thing is I didn't even know I have a Fargo rating until someone of you did tell me in the comments on one video that I actually have a Fargo rating. So the only international tournament I played was the Derby City Classic and one Predator event. So I don't know how this whole Fargo thing works. Next question. Oh, so many people in the chat. We already almost almost have 100 people. The camera I'm using for the top-down view, so this one is a Canon EOS M50 Mark II. This one that you're seeing right now is the same, and those two cameras, which are my favorite ones, the quality of those ones is really, really nice. Those two are by Blackmagic Studio Camera, so pretty expensive gear. But yeah, I'm doing this for a living, so I try to invest most of the money I make into my videos, into new gear, into new video ideas, into some people that I hire to help me with my videos. So yeah, really a lot of the money I make here goes right back into my videos. And this is, by the way, the perfect time to tell you about a couple of things. So first of all, my membership program, my Patreon page, my courses that you can get on my page. So if you want to support me in any way and of course get something back, check out either one of those things. You can find all of this in the video description. Yeah, I tried to go to GoPro, that's right, and the GoPro was horrible as a top-down camera, and the connection from the top of the table to the computer was also a pain in the ass. I tried to actually, what would be really great if I have the GoPro on my head while I'm doing live streams and stream the GoPro feed to the computer. I'm not too sure if this actually works, so Chris, if you have any idea on this, if this works, or if you do it on your own, then just hit me up on Facebook and let me know. So my Fargo is 668, so it went down, I guess, since the last time. What is robustness? I have no idea what that is. What streaming interface am I using? It's OBS Streamlabs OBS. So it's the same as OBS, yeah, everything's in here, but this is a bit too specific. What I want to show you though is the shot clock, because one guy was asking in the previous stream about the shot clock. So how can we do that? Let's go to here. Right now we have this shot clock overlay here, and this is actually coming from a program I've coded where I can set things up like, let's head over to here, the race. Now, this is so difficult to do it on my own. Now you should hopefully hear something if I'm going over to the left. So let's say I am braking against Fredo Ghost.
It's the first rack. Race 2, 7. Sharivari to break.
Do you hear something? Let me know in the comments if you actually hear the commentator who's announcing who's going to break. Yeah, if you, by the way, want to see the match against Fredo Ghost, of course it's very close to Fredo Ghost. Then check out my channel. I have the match on my YouTube page. It's just a short match against the Ghost where we were trying the whole shot clock thing. Yeah, you can hear that. That's awesome. So yeah, I coded that on my own. I've been working on this for I think like 4, 5, 6 months, and it's very close, obviously, to Matchroom. Took a bit of inspiration. So here you can see Now after the break, 60-second shot clock. It's very easy. You need one guy in front of the computer who's actually taking care of the shot clock, and then it's just a couple of button presses. You can see 30-second shot clock. I can actually take an extension, would look like this.
Extension call.
And now you should even hear the Mosconi Cup people whenever someone is calling an extension. And yeah, that's basically the shot clock. Let's pretend I won this rack.
Sharivari wins the rack.
Yeah, and this is basically how the shot clock works. So the reason I did this was because as I mentioned, I want to play matches against pro players in this base, because let's be fair, this is the perfect setup, I think, for some professional matches with maybe commentary, with just great money matches here, or practice matches or whatever. And it would be really, really great to do all of this against professional players. So we will see who's going to be the first one. So of course, I told you before, Ralph's UK, there is a match open. I already talked to Ralph because he's living like half an hour ride with the car away. So we talked about doing a rematch, and he already agreed. So it's just a matter of time until we find a date, and then we're going to do. I'm not too sure if I'm doing a live stream match or if we're going to record it and then I'm going to upload it on YouTube, because you have to understand, if you're playing against Ralph's UK, the pressure is really, really high. And if you do this on a live stream, the pressure is even higher. And if we have some technical problems and stuff like that, it would be nice to do the first match not in a live stream setting. But I can definitely imagine to do matches in a live stream together with you, with a commentator, and maybe even practice sessions as a live stream, maybe even whenever I'm having students over here. The student is going to get a microphone, and then I'm going to coach a student, of course, if he agrees, and all of this stuff. So we have endless possibilities. So just let me know in the comments if you would like to see something like that. I hope you like the idea, but yeah, it's really great to be here. So let's answer a couple of questions from the live stream chat before we're going to end this, because as I mentioned, this was just a test. So nothing too serious today. The next live stream is going to be a bit bigger with show elements and stuff like that. So let's go over to this one and the shot clock match. And of course, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. And let me show you this. This is the studio mail. So if you have any clips of you playing pool, if you have any questions, just send a mail to the studio hotline or to the studio mail, and we're going to implement this one in the next live stream. Then what you also have to do is subscribe to the newsletter. It's completely free. You constantly get access to bonus content, to articles, to the mental game, and you are also part of a raffle, because obviously I'm with Jay Flowers and I already raffled one queue that I sent out a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to update you with pictures of the lucky winner, but I have still, I think, like 3 or 4 more Jay Flowers queues around here that I'm definitely going to raffle. And yeah, if you're interested in digital courses, then head over to my shop for some merchandise with my logo, some Pool is Live shirts, and of course some digital courses. So, this is so exhausting. You can't imagine how exhausting this live stream stuff is. I'm not used to doing this in a live setting. I'm just used to doing takes over and over again. And yeah, but it's definitely a whole lot of fun doing this together live with you. A match against CavDog, yeah. Some people were already asking or requesting a match against CavDog, my operator that you might know from some videos. He's sometimes doing the camera view and doing the operator job here on this desk, but he's not the best pool player there is, so it's might going to be a bit one-sided if you're going to do a match against CavDog. But maybe I can even imagine that we're going to do a raffle someday for one of you to be able to come here and do coaching together with me for a whole week, where we're doing all of this in a live setting, or we're recording all of this, and then I'm going to make a series on YouTube out of this. So I'm already doing this for 5 years, but I'm having so many ideas the last couple of weeks and months, what we could do on this channel, how this whole thing could change, and how I'm going to give you not only educational content for a pool, but also just a bit of more entertaining content where we're just having a bit of fun, because all of us, we all love pool, and we want to watch pool, and we want to play pool, and we want to learn pool. So yeah, there are really a lot of things that we could do. There is a filter. This is actually Miguel. Thank you so much for this. Definitely, I have to write it down. So might going to actually be able to remove this fisheye correction filter. This comment was gold. Thank you so much. You're doing awesome. Machst du super, fellow German. As you all know, probably I'm German, and yeah, the cloth right now is really nice. It's still very slippery, but you can play brawl shots all over the table. And I'm just going to show you real quick how far and how nice the balls are actually running. So let's play a draw shot. And I like my tables fast, and I like this new cloth. I really, whenever I'm getting to a tournament and they have new and fresh cloth, I really like that. You can see, and this was not even full power, and you can see how far the ball is rolling. Let's do it again. And what I also like on this new cloth is how long the cue ball actually stays here before the draw actually grabs on the cloth. So it's really great. You probably hear how happy I'm still with this table, with this setup. It's just so nice. It's such a nice feeling. But I just want to show you this one thing, that you can see how slippery the rails actually are. So usually, if you're playing a free rail kick shot, that should go right into this pocket. So the cue ball is on that line. You're playing high right towards that diamond. And if you're playing this shot with high right, the cue ball should actually go to the heart of the pocket. And now have a look where the cue ball actually goes. So whenever you're playing on a new table, it always goes wide. So you definitely have to adjust a whole lot. And I even have to adjust where I'm not aiming towards here, but towards here. And then we might have a chance to actually make that ball. You can see now it goes to the heart of the pocket. Of course, if you're playing on an old table, then this is the aiming point, but you can see I have to adjust by almost 1.5 diamonds. So it's crazy. But as I mentioned like 100 times already in the stream, I really like slippery cloth. Makes the pockets bigger. The pockets are pretty small actually, so we will see whenever the cloth is a bit more worn out, how tight the pockets are actually going to play. But for training, so just gotta answer a couple of questions. So it's a 9-foot table. I just only play on 9-foot tables. We don't even have bar box tables here in Germany. So of course there are some small tables in some pubs, but if you're playing a pool in the league or official pool, you're just playing on 9-foot tables. Let's see, any more questions? Why don't you play more matchroom events? Would love to see you against the best. Yeah, I would. This is always the same answer. I would love to play more. Let's, by the way, take that off. I would love to play more matchroom events because I already played two times the European Open in Fulda, and I'm trying to qualify for this year's matchroom event. But the problem is I'm not making money as a pool player. I'm making money as a pool coach, as a YouTuber, with my YouTube videos, with my merchandise products, with my online courses. So whenever I'm traveling far away to play pool tournaments, I'm not having the best chance to go deep in the money or to even get into the money. So it's just a loss of money. Of course, I'm a pool player. I would love to do this and to improve more as a pool player, but it just doesn't work out because I'm making my money teaching you. So whenever a matchroom event is near, so for example here in Germany, the European Open, I always try to play, and I played 2 times there, was pretty happy with my performance. But whenever I have to travel to the States or to Asia, that's just not possible because the expenses are just way too high to afford all of this, and my time is also too limited. And the other problem is I'm not practicing that often, and I'm not playing pool that often. Right now I'm playing pool once a week, and I'm practicing not even an hour per week, so I'm just not in the state of competing in big tournaments. But as I mentioned, I will be in the European Open if I qualify. I will be next weekend actually in Switzerland and play in Zurich, playing a nice and big tournament there. So I'm trying to play as many tournaments as possible if they're near to me, if they don't take weeks or where I don't have to travel all over the world. So let's check what's going on in the chat. Yeah, would be nice to be sponsored by that, but yeah, we will see how this turns out in the future. So if do you ever play English pool? When I was in London and I was at the Haringey's snooker club, there were actually like 3-4 English pool tables, and I played one night at those pool tables because the 9-feet tables were all taken. It's a completely different game. It was a whole lot of fun, but it's just so different. And if we would have English pool tables here, I would occasionally play English pool because it, as I mentioned, it was a lot of fun. I'm also playing snooker occasionally. We have 2 snooker tables in our local pool club. And I just love playing snooker and watching snooker, by the way. So I'm watching snooker since I'm a little kid. So yeah, if I had an English pool table, I would definitely play it. But who knows, maybe in 10 years from now, I'm having a new studio with a pool table, with a carom table, with a bar box table, with a snooker table, with an English pool table. This would be the dream, I think, of every pool player or every billiards player. So yeah, we will see what the future brings. If I can still continue making those videos for a living, that would be really nice. Yeah, you're welcome. Always happy to help. We still have over 100 viewers, but did I miss any question? No, I don't think so. How do you pronounce your channel name? This is a very good question. The German pronunciation is Sharivari. And the English pronunciation is Sharivari, Sharivari, however you prefer. Whenever I'm at the States, I hear so many different variations of my channel name, Sharivari and stuff like that. So it's not easy to pronounce for English speakers, but on the other hand, it's not easy to pronounce some English words for me. So yeah, however you prefer. If you want to have the German variation, just say Sharivari, and the English variation is Sharivari. Or you can just call me Shari. This is my short name, and even some friends, some real-life friends are calling me Shari because for around 20 years, this is my nickname. Could you send me a Dinosphere set? No, unfortunately not. But as you can see, I'm having a couple of those sets in the background, obviously. But I'm going to raffle one, and I'm going to sell the other one because, yeah, this is part of my income to sell those Dinosphere sets. By the way, the balls play great. I really like how they look, the different look of those balls. And we have a purple 4-ball once again. So it's not pink anymore, it's purple, how it always used to be. So yeah, love the balls, love the table, love my cue. It's just the next chapter basically that we're going to start. Are you interested on arrange a joy game or collaboration with some pool legends? Yeah, having guests on lives is something that I mentioned before would be really awesome. So maybe each live stream we're having a new pro player that comes here that we're going to have. Just like if you know Stephen Hendry, the snooker player that you probably know, he's also doing YouTube, and he's constantly inviting pro players or visiting pro players. They're having some challenges, which is really nice. They're having just a chat. They're having a friendly frame of snooker. So if I could do something like this here in my basement, because I have the opportunity with several microphones with the operator to do something like that in a live setting, and not even in a live setting, just as a video would be great. So this would be nice to just invite pro players Yeah, Yasmin Ocean, she doesn't live too far away. She's also doing YouTube, would be a nice collaboration. So this is actually a nice idea. I have to write that down. So collabs with pro players, matches, talks, challenges in the live stream. So it's great. Give me, if you have any input for the live streams, what you want to see, just let me know in the comments. This is actually great that we're doing this. Yeah, Joshua Filler, of course, would be the jackpot because he's one of the best players in the world and I know him personally. So yeah, I can imagine to do that in the future. This would be a really nice addition and I'm sure you guys would love to see some pro players, especially many people are always asking in the comments to see me perform against pro players. So yeah, would be nice, would be a nice great training and exercise for me and also just a nice experience for you where you can actually ask the pro players in the chat box some questions where I'm going to ask them questions, where we're having some challenges, some matches and stuff like that. That would be nice. What do I like more? The Gabriel, Griffon or the Clash? Well, the Clash is actually, or used to be, I think, also produced by Gabriel's. It's a different name, but I think they were under the same company. But obviously, I exchanged my Clash. I could have just took my Clash and still use it, but I played on the Griffon in Fulda last year because they already had it there in the club. I played in Munich on this Gabriel's and I just love the way this table played. This is why I asked Gabriel's to exchange for this brand new Griffon. And yeah, I definitely prefer this one. It's of course it's almost double the price, so it has to be better. And yeah, this one is my favorite. Question, how can you get the right amount of practice time in? How many hours should you try to get? This is a difficult question. This depends a whole lot on your current skill level, on your current skill, how far you are in your development. When I actually really practice pool, I think I went to the pool hall like at least 4 or 5 times a week and I practiced there for like 1 or 2 hours. And the more important thing besides how you have, when you have to practice and how many hours you have to practice is that you're practicing the right way, that you're doing things that are challenging, that are working on your weak spots, that you're doing things that are also fun, that you're not always doing for 2 hours straight, just working on your fundamentals, that you mix it up a bit, that you make challenges, that you not only practice, that you also get yourself in competition. So you have to find the right balance. But this is difficult to answer just because I don't know you or your game. But yeah, to summarize it, I practiced like 4 or 5 times a week, 1 to 2 hours, and I also in the evening I competed. In the morning I practiced because competition is just as important as practice. Could you start answering questions on this live chat about pool? Yeah, obviously that's what I'm doing, not particularly in this live chat because it's just meant to be a test stream, but I'm going, as long as questions are coming in, I'm going to answer. And no, I don't have Cash App. I don't even know what it is. I have PayPal. If you want to send a donation, just use donate@sharivari.net. Or you can also leave super thanks here in the chat. Just an idea, structure the live shows like a podcast where you have someone helping you with the editing, the different camera setups. Yeah, I'm actually, if you watched, I still have it, I think, on my YouTube channel. The very first live stream we did, we have someone actually sitting here who's going to switch the cameras, who's going to show me questions from the chat, putting those overlays like that, for example, on the table. So I'm having someone who's doing all of this and is always also taking care of the shot clock. So this is definitely going to be a part of the live stream. I'm usually not doing this on my own, and I hope if he's watching right now, he's not mad at me that I'm doing this on my own, because this is basically a project with me and CavDog, my little brother. So yeah, we're going to do that. It seems you don't want to read my question, Coach. I'm so sorry, there are so many questions. It's difficult to talk and to to look at the chat. But what was your question? Write it one more time, and hopefully I'm going to see it then. Draw shot and follow shots. Well, I'm not going to coach you right here. I'm actually going to redirect you to a video on my channel, which is how to play a powerful draw shot. If you want to learn how to draw, just search for that video. And I'm also having a video on follow through, which is called, what is it called? Less is more? I don't know, I'm not too sure, I'm sorry. But yeah, just search for Sharivari draw shots and you will definitely find the right video that will help you with that. And just watch some my videos on the technique. This will definitely also help you with draw shots and with follow shots. I am located in Germany, close to Munich. It's like a 1 hour ride away from Munich. So if you want to ever visit me, if you want to have coaching sessions, you have to unfortunately travel to Germany. I know most of you are from the USA, so it's a big travel to go to here. But if you're close to Germany, visit me. I'm doing live coaching, and maybe if you want to, we can actually make a video and you might be on this featured on this channel. Straight pool high run attempts. Yeah, this was, I know you are doing this, Chris. So by the way, what's your current high run? So how many did you get already? This would also be cool. I like to play straight pool. I don't play it a whole lot. I'm not playing it in the league. I'm not playing any tournaments, and I'm barely practicing straight pool, but it's just such a nice game. And now with this new table, which is really slippery, so pockets are still wide, balls are spreading nicely, this would actually be a great time to attempt the 100 run in straight pool. 88. That's my high run as well. I also got an 88 like 1 or 2 years ago, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe I'm going to do that as well. So as you can see, there are really endless possibilities. So just a second, I just need a sip of water because all of this talking is really exhausting. Then I'm going to answer a couple of more questions, and then we're going to end this live stream that was usually just meant as a test live stream, but you keep asking me, and yeah. That's really great to see all of you here, by the way. Yeah, Hillbilly Island. I was looking for this room for like, I think, over half a year to get something where this table, this 9-foot table, actually fits. But this room is actually, believe it or not, it's still too small. So let me show that real quick. It doesn't happen that often that I can't play, but whenever the cue ball is in the pocket, and let's say I have to play towards here, then I actually, as you can see, have a problem. This is the wall, so I can't play that shot if the cue ball is here and I have to play into that direction. And this is a huge room, as you can see, and it's still it's still too small. Yes. I'm wearing a microphone. I'm having this, what is it? How is it called? Rode Wireless Go. Wireless Go headset. So I'm having this one in front of the computer, this fixed Rode, and I'm also having this strap-on microphone that is wireless. I know I just before I started this stream, Chris, I was watching your stream, and whenever you were at the table, you didn't have a microphone, so this is actually a really nice tool. I don't know how good the microphone quality actually is, but I have 2 of those, and you can actually, if I'm having guests here, like a pro player, for example, he can use the second microphone. Then we also have the microphone from my operator, so he can talk, I can talk, the guest can talk, and we can even, as I mentioned before, with the studio hotline, people can actually call into the studio, phone with us, and we will hear everyone. So this is really nice. So yeah, as you can see, this room is still too small. I can't really stroke it whenever I'm here, and also same problem here. So this is the only bad thing here, but yeah, then if I'm in that situation, I'm going to grab my J Flowers jump cue, and then I probably can play this shot even though it's not ideal. But this happens like, I don't know, once every 3 months that I actually have to play from here. So yeah, playing with a jump cue is of course not ideal. But as you can see, it works. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was already wondering that the quality is still that good, if even though you're just you're not equipped with a mic. So the microphones around the table explain that. We have a member here, Riz. Welcome. As I mentioned before, I gotta advertise. I'm having channel memberships. This means you can join the club. This means you're getting early access whenever I'm uploading videos on my channel. I grant early access, so you're seeing those videos like 2-3 days before everyone else. And I'm also having the bonus video level where you can see videos that aren't published on YouTube. So these are either videos from Patreon or from my courses like the mental game course, like 30 secret videos and drills, like the Golden 21 and stuff like that, or just drill videos from Patreon, bonus videos from Patreon. So if you're interested, join the membership program here on YouTube, and yeah, you can cancel at any time if you don't like it. Okay, any more big questions here? I don't think so. The standard fees for such a room, well, there is no standard fee for such a room. It depends on where you're living, but yeah, I'm pretty open with money, so I'm paying around 1,100 euros for this room here. But of course, I'm using this as a workspace, and I'm living here, so I'm balancing both here, because living here and working here is ideal. I don't have to drive anywhere to record. As I mentioned before, I had to drive to the pool hall, record, drive home. Then I had, I just want to take this into the video. Then I had to drive back and all this stuff. This was really horrible. And now I'm just standing up. I'm walking like 3 meters and I'm in front of my pool table. And I'm ready to go within 2 minutes to do the live stream, to do any videos. Thank you so much, Riz. It's great. It's great. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, that's pretty interesting. In Czech language, Sharivari is used to introduce a magic trick. I actually used to be a magician as well. Well, not a magician, but I know a couple of card tricks here and there. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think we should end this right now. I don't wanna make it too long. If you have still any questions, if you still have any suggestions what we could do in the live stream, then write an email to the studio at sharivari.net mail. Or what you can also do is, where is it? Right here. If you're having WhatsApp, just send a voice message or send your video to this number. Or just send your message to the number. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to end the stream. To be honest, I don't want to end it because I'm having so much fun with you. But yeah, let's call it a day, and we will see soon on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, wherever you prefer. I would really appreciate it if you consider to either head over to my shop, where you can get one of my digital courses or just some nice apparel, pool related, or if you support me on Patreon or whatever. But as long as you're watching my videos and as long as I'm helping you and we're having a great time together, it's fine. So thank you. I'm going to enjoy my stay in Switzerland. I'm going to update you maybe on Instagram, maybe on Facebook about how I've done in the tournament. And I think there is going to be a live stream. So if you want to watch it, follow me on Facebook, because on Facebook I'm going to keep you updated about all that stuff. So thanks, guys, and thanks for watching. And as always, see you at the next lesson. See you at the next live stream. Take care.